Hey beautiful people, it's time to be baby. Hi guys, I missed you all. It's so nice to be here again today on the show. The show is Talk to Be. In case you're just watching for the first time, where have you been? So guys, it's all about you. It's all about us. On this program, we discuss life issues, our victories. We talk about our road to success, how we've been able to overcome our challenges. Please, guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe, please. I beg you. Like, comment, and share with other people. On this show today, I have an amazing guest who have a story to tell. You will hear it and you will learn from it. But before then, I'll quickly like for us to go for a short break, and when we come back, I'll introduce my guest. So don't go away.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be. Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Yeah, you have to talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to Be. Share your experience.
Thank you for staying tuned. You're still watching Talk to Be. And of course, I have my guest in the house. She's somebody that we're not revealing our identity for some reasons. I'm sure you should be used to that on this show by now. So we got you. You can tell us your story without showing your face, maybe because of stigmatization or because you just want to hide your identity. We are here for you. So today with me, I have somebody with an interesting story, somebody that we all have our different stories, but at the end of the day, we are all victorious. So join me as I welcome my guest. Hello, ma'am.
How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing very great. How about you? So pleased to have you here today. And thanks for contacting us. Thanks for coming on the show to share your experience with us. All right, because we're not revealing your identity, so we won't be able to go into much detail about you. But you can tell us what you do in case some people want to maybe patronize or get something from you if there is any reason. So who are you? What do you do?
My name is Olaoluwa Kiton.
Okay, so you don't mind. Okay, Kiton. Okay, that's fine.
Yes, Kiton is fine.
Mm.
I'm a caterer.
Okay.
I deal with indoor and outdoor servicing, decoration, ushers, servers, and I manage Instagram accounts like that for social media.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, how long have you been doing catering? How long have you been into this business, social media thing?
More than 6 years.
Now.
Yes.
Okay. So, what can you say about it?
It's fun,
It's fun.
but for some reasons I had to stop.
Oh,
But it's fun, and I wish I could start again.
again.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Tell us about your growing up. Tell us about.
My growing up was bad because my dad and my mom, they were not together,
Okay. They were divorced,
separated.
separated. Okay.
My dad beat my mom.
Oh.
Yes, so it's not something I like talking about like that, but
Yeah.
it was good.
So, you have to take your breath, okay? That's why we're here. That's why we talk about these things so that others can learn from our stories, okay? So don't worry, we're just about starting, right? So you can have this.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go to the story. Tell us how growing up was, and then how it affected you, what you have learned from that, the kind of person that your parents were really before they separated.
Well, I'm a fun to be person.
Okay.
I like going to parties.
Oh wow, you're a caterer.
Yes. So, and I love twins a lot. But my dad is somebody that he doesn't like female child. So yes, our firstborn, they said my mommy had some series of miscarriage and some drugs he used for her anytime they come out as female.
Oh,
Yes.
wait, let's talk about that. When she has the babies.
Yes, you go and do a scan.
Okay.
So when it comes out that is a female, we automatically put something in her tea or food.
Your dad?
Yes.
So I bought the babies?
So I bought them. You've not even heard anything.
Okay.
So he later continued like that, but then they stopped doing scan. My senior sister, she's a girl, I'm a girl. Then later he started saying
You're the second child of the family.
Yes.
Okay.
Later he will say, "Àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ló ń bí kalẹ̀ fún mi," like you are giving birth to babies from your coven. So the third born happens to be a boy, fourth born a boy, then the last born a girl. So, well, later on he pays more attention to us, but he's a very temperamental person. So, in fact, if you need to tell my mommy something, you need to tell her like months ahead, weeks ahead, then few days to that time, because the beating has really affected her. Because let's say she makes Ghana weaving now, my daddy will pull the hair and hit her head on burglary proof. So one thing happened one day, she fainted. We're living in a flat, there is tap water, there's everything. He said we should go downstairs and fetch water.
Why?
He wanted, before we get downstairs and come back, so that she will have.
You would have eaten your died.
He already beat her, she has fainted. So he now said, instead of fetching water from the tap, we should go downstairs and fetch water from the well.
How many of you?
We're 5.
So how many of you were supposed to go downstairs to fetch the water?
2 of us, my senior sister and I. So he will lock the rest in the room so that they don't witness it.
So what happened?
We tried for my mom, we quickly fetched the water. Somebody will carry, instead of waiting for the 2 buckets to be full.
No, at that time, your mom had fainted already.
Yes.
There was no rescue?
My daddy will lock the door, lock the burglary, lock everything. And there's nobody that can dare come to tell him that, don't beat her again. Because he's a diabolical person.
Okay.
We don't even go to his wardrobe. In his wardrobe, he has a live python there.
Eh?
Yes, inside is a shinap gin. So you would think the snake is dead. It's not dead.
No, Jesus!
That's how bad my dad is. And all the shoki. Some of these things I don't know the English, so
it's okay.
So when you hit him with cutlass, if he wants to get angry with somebody at a particular time, he will go and drink that shinap just to be hyper. It's as bad as that. In fact, to date, everybody that knows my mom believes that. I will definitely allow my mom come to this show. I'm telling you, because you will even hear more explicit story of her. That woman faced a lot and is affecting my senior sister psychologically.
I'm seriously trying to. Okay, why do you think your mom was going through all this and then she remained in the marriage till she had 5 children? Why was it that she was not independent? She does not have a job of her own. I know way back then, what do you think was the major reason? I know they kept saying Tori but from your own angle, what were you able to deduce from her story?
I think what she wanted to have all her children with one man.
Man, yes.
Then she doesn't want what happened with her parents to happen to her, like separation.
Okay.
And she doesn't want us to continue in that line.
Okay.
But as God will have it, because we will have been more than 5. But she was pregnant of a girl again after our last born, the current last born. If she's watching this show, I can proudly say that mommy did the orange.
What's again?
What doing? I cannot say that she's too gentle.
She's so she's
But-
gentle.
Yeah, in fact, if there's anything more than gentle,
Oh.
she's my bestie. So, Tibakpe won't go, I can tell her, this woman, you can't share. Because I don't feel I say, I was like, mommy, I'm telling you.
I understand the kind of relationship that you have.
So she woke up one day and said, this cannot continue. And as God will have it, even with all the beating she endured, she was building her house outside.
Was he
I
aware?
was not aware.
That's another problem right there.
Yes. She built, in fact, a 3-bedroom flat at Ogijo.
Okay.
Yes. So one day my dad said, some prophets are saying me, some herbalists are saying me that if I continue using my money on you children, I will not make it in life. So I want you all to go and meet your mom.
Okay, at that time, as she separated from your
She stood up one day when my daddy was not around, packed all her things and woke us up and said, enough is enough, that she's going.
That was after how many years of marriage?
Did they really get married? They didn't really get married. It's just I met you in school, got pregnant.
But they've been together till they have 5 years. So, like,
Yes.
how many years was the whole relationship?
I say maybe 20.
After 20 years,
Yes,
to somebody that she was not married to,
at all.
and had several miscarriages with 5 children.
Yes. The last baby self, let me just use the word poison. The baby died in her stomach. So they had to do some evacuation and all that. And they confirmed it. The man is so full of himself. But what Shelenko?
What?
Kilo ma ṣe sí. You know, this ìwà kò sẹ́ni tó lè mú mi. Ó wà nù.
Like, how old is your dad now? And where is it?
He's going to 70. And he's a Lagos State staff. My mom is a Lagos State staff. They work in the same place.
Till they've retired, right?
Not yet.
The 2 of them.
You know, there's this thing they call backdating your age.
Okay, so they did at that time.
Yes. So my dad backdated
His age?
his age.
Yeah.
Yes. So he is currently at Ikeja,
Okay.
around here. In fact, most people will know him very, very well if I mention
Please
his
don't
nickname.
mention his nickname, please.
But my mom, she's somewhere around my side.
Okay.
Yes, and they do the same job. Yes.
Okay, I would like to ask, how were you children, your mother, how were you able to cope in that kind of an environment? Is your mom a Christian, a Muslim?
My mom is a Christian.
Knowing fully well that in this wardrobe, so thing that I can't even mention with my mouth because I can't begin to imagine is in that wardrobe, in the house, probably the room where we can sleep together. How was that like for you?
They don't sleep in the same room.
I know, but
yes,
she's the father now. She is the husband. So they will still sleep together one way or the other.
yes. The thing about my mom is that she believes that nípa ìfẹ́ olùgbàlà
Kills
yóò sí nǹkankan. She goes to mountain this and that, and she acts. You get? In fact, she's very close to the Kusoko family.
Okay, so she acts movies.
Yes.
Okay.
So the late Henrietta Kusoko knows more of this story because they are very, very
Very close.
So most of the time she will not be around. Then at times my daddy will just pack a load, send her out of the house. So I can't really say she's always at home with us. If you want to know anything about my daddy, just come and ask me. I'm more like his paddy.
Your daddy?
Yes. Reason is that my daddy believes that somebody that is very calm can kill.
Okay.
So, and he believes that when you are very calm, you can keep secrets. So it tells me more of everything he does. But the moment I joined Deeper Life, he hated me with passion.
Oh.
Because he knows some pastors that they don't have scandal, this and that, this and that. So, I believe me, I drew a woman bag on.
Oh, really?
Yes. So he doesn't want.
knows?
He once attended Deeper Life. That man, Bugbolo, were incorporated. So the moment he heard, he believes that they can just give me something from church one day
And then?
probably spoil.
Oh.
Yes. So he just used that one as shield. Oh, light on. You want my Lord, Mama fi pay me low cover up.
He told you that.
He told me that. So I already called my mom. Mom said, "Why not? You people are welcomed." So that was that.
So your mom left your dad's place,
She left us.
and then how about you children? She left you there.
Yes.
Why?
You can't.
She di-
you can't take that man's children. Somebody that went to my mommy's workplace, tore her clothes and naked her on the road.
What kind of a man is that?
I think it's Oguntipoju.
And
the
so
thing
many affect them.
Yes.
So you are yet to answer that question. So you as his kids, knowing that, how were you guys able to cope? What kind of life were you living? Were you living like Daddy mi lágbára? You were scared of him. I know to an extent you will be scared, but how has that affected your life?
Well,
I'm still talking about growing up now, you
yes.
know.
For my sister, I don't think she can ever get married due to the experience.
Your older sister.
Yes. But we live in fear every day of our life while staying with my dad. Because Toba saw, sorry, it's just like this movie that just came out. Toba saw Ninule, my dad will hear you wherever he is.
Eh? Your dad is jagu jagu.
Just like that. Oh my God, me in fact, I know that if my mommy come on this show, she will mention his name openly.
Please let her come.
Yes, and people that know my dad, even from your comment section, they will say, you should enter in LA, as the people that know he's a very popular person. Àwọn ọmọ Olúbàdàn yìí ni. So, you know, there are certain states that are known for charms and all that. But he didn't stay in Ibadan alone, no. He has gone to several towns just to look for power upon power, charm upon charm. So we lived all our lives in fear. So, although I didn't marry Yoruba,
Okay.
due to the fear of what I've seen, so I felt other tribe would be better.
Okay.
But then, when I watch Yoruba movie and I see the way they do their charm, I try to tell my husband that Ogunwa, let's forget that we are lost church. Ogunwa,
Oh, you have
because
seen
of what I have seen.
So what was or is, or you know, I don't know if you still know much about it, but what's ideology about life? What does he believe? What do you think makes him do what he does? Ṣé wọ́n believe pé ogun láyé ni? Ṣé wọ́n believe pé èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ di? What's his ideology? Why do you think he's doing all that he's doing?
His ideology is that ilé ayé ta wá ìyàwó jagun.
Ogun láyé set of people.
Exactly. So if he sees you like this, àti Biola yìí, ó ti fine jù, ọmọbìnrin yóò ti lọ ṣògùn síbì kan.
Tó fi fà.
That's my daddy for you. Ó ti fine jù, ọmọ máa ṣògùn bì kan. Tó bá rẹ́ni tó ń dá fún, star ni, ó ti lọ ṣe síbì kan. If you see somebody that the husband is caring,
Taking care of.
thank you.
Not a demole.
That's this kind of person. My junior brother is the version of my mom. Why the one that followed this version of my mom is the version of my dad. So I can call my dad the real version of Jagu Jagu.
What did you say?
Yes, that's my brother for you. That's the one that followed this one that is the version of my mom.
So your dad is the real version of Jagu Jagu.
Yes, in fact, Femi Adebayo did not play
as
it
much
well.
as your dad would have done.
Yes. If you were to be an actor, I don't know, maybe they would have looked for another name aside for Jagu Jagu. It's as terrible as that.
That's serious. Wow. So he's now away without his kids.
Yes. By the time he will even call you, because I'm someone that even if I have 2,000, I want to send him 1,000. Because I believe that I may sleep one day and not wake up. Let me do my part. When you try to send him money, he will feel I've even given my mom, which I have not. By the time he will call, I hear them are shaking it on.
Why?
That is just him for you. So I don't even call him again
Anymore.
I tell my husband, don't call him again, but that's my husband's side. That's another story entirely.
We're still coming to that. I just want us to sort the one of your dad. So, he's living away from all his children.
Yes.
Has he remarried? Does he have? He's staying all alone.
He doesn't even drink like him.
Alcohol, yes.
Just because shinap is a traditional whatever.
That's why it takes it.
Yes, he doesn't drink. He doesn't womanize.
Ha!
Don't want to believe pé obìnrin ló máa ń gbé yàn ṣu.
Ló máa ba ògùn yẹn jẹ́. I don't know. Honestly, I'm short of words right now. So let's go back. Let's go now let's move forward to your story. So from then, school, how was school? When did you start then? Marriage, how did it come to you?
Well, when I started attending the church,
okay,
I met my husband of today.
Okay.
And he's fun to be with. He's very caring.
How long have you been married?
Going to 3 years.
Okay.
Yes, and he sent me through school.
Wow.
Yes, paid my JAMB, admission fee, everything, house rent till I finished.
Are you serious? God bless you, sir. God bless your husband.
Amen.
For real? So you guys, that means you guys have been dating for a long time.
For 3 years.
No, before you guys married.
3
That's
years.
what I mean.
Yes, before.
Okay, 3 years.
3 years, then after 3 years. My course is a 3-year program, NC.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Then after that?
Then we got married. So, marriage. I don't want to say marriage is a scam.
Okay.
But then, in whatever we do, I think this one should be addressed to parents.
Okay.
If you have misunderstanding between each other, don't allow that to affect your children. Try and cover up for them. When we talk about the day of my traditional wedding, it was nothing to write home about.
Why?
My daddy said my mom shouldn't come. Yes. And I rented this big tent that can contain 1,000 people. And it was only my daddy that was seated under that tent with cutlass beside him.
Sorry. Deep. I don't understand. On your wedding day? The traditional wedding?
Yes.
Your dad... Wait, please repeat it. I'm sorry, you have to repeat that.
This massive tent.
Yes.
Yes. My dad was the only one.
Was it in your dad's house?
My dad's place, yes.
Space, okay.
He was the only one under that tent with cutlass beside him.
What about your guests?
Guests, he said nobody should come. Nobody.
Real deepo.
You've not heard anything.
Okay, please tell us.
Even the Ore Yawos, they wanted to go and sit under that tent. He said no, it's only for him.
In his own part of the tent, as in family Yao.
Yes. And I think that was not bad. That was not even the only thing. The groom side, he ordered that they should not be more than 50. But because my mother-in-law is a kind of person, people were coming. My dad decided to call me. See, you buffet shori buku. To make your wedding, you so from can't reduce around. I be go buy another tent. I said okay. I started calling for another tent and chairs. Now, the reason why I said, you see, when you get to Ikorodu, I will not mention the area fully.
Okay, I
when you get to Majidun, around that side.
Don't worry, when you get to your area.
Yes. Ask of my traditional wedding is as bad as that.
So it's a story that everybody knows.
Yes. That's why, as I'm talking, people that follows you,
they will know. Some people will know. So what was his excuses? So what happened?
I came late because I was coming from my mom's side.
Ooh.
There was an accident on the way.
Okay.
So I couldn't cross from my mom's side to my dad's side.
Okay.
Now I had to get down with all the paparazzi of Yahoo and control traffic.
ìyàwó ń control traffic.
torí wípé iṣẹ́ bàbá mi àti màmá mi nìyẹn.
Okay.
People were not like, definitely where she's going is very
So
important.
important.
People started reversing for me.
Oh.
In fact, I didn't make okay. People were like giving me almost 15K.
Veil.
Yes, they were surprised that a whole
Oh,
bride
bride.
with veil. I didn't remove veil, yo. Funny enough, there's an institution there. They don't allow people to pass unless you have ID card. The security said, because of this that you have done, come and pass our school. I passed the school and crossed to my daddy's side. On getting there, they were holding my mother-in-law left, right, and center. He said, "Let me get down. I will go and slap that girl."
Your mother-in-law. Slap which girl?
The bride.
Your mother-in-law.
Yes.
Will slap you on your wedding day.
Exactly.
For what now?
I don't know. But because I am gentle, I keep friends that are hyper. Torí Yorùbá ní dada ò lè jà. Ẹlẹ́ni tó gbójúlé. The moment my friends heard that, let me go and slap her. 30 fi pe makeup, 30 we gele. They removed their gele. They said, "Wo, ẹni tó bá ṣe wèrè, wèrè máa ṣe."
But that's not so good for you.
She's not even close to me yet. Hold on.
Okay.
They now said, ẹni tó bá ṣe wèrè, wèrè máa ṣe. If she slap you, I'm at the wedding, who she wedding mo?
But what's she slapping you for?
Because I came late.
Oh, after you have just directed traffic. Oh.
And she did, till date, they did not even care to know what happened. But mo jẹ́ nìkan tí ẹ pé mi ní rònú bí mo ṣe wà.
That's good.
As I got down, they were like, she was slapping. People were holding her, kneeling down for her, begging her. I just said, "Mr. DJ, can you play me in Kayefele? Beruba Monuro." People were like, ìyàwó yìí ò lójú tì rárá, kò ní rònú kankan. I was saying to Amanda, lọ́jọ́ wedding mi, lọ́jọ́ kan yìí náà, mo máa jó, bó ti yẹ pé mo ń ké sínú náà, mo máa jó. I danced. People were like, they've never seen this kind of bride before. She prayed for me, and my daddy said, when they were giving the owó ìyàwó, he said, "I want you people to know that she's my favorite daughter.
Okay.
I am not selling my daughter.
Okay.
Tẹ́ bá ṣe rubbish, má jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé oògùn wà."
Yeah,
So
that's good.
yes, he handed me the money. He said, "Me tell mommy." So the money they gave him, in fact, owó tó tọ́ sí bàbá ìyàwó he gave it to me. He said, "Òun fẹ́ kọ́bọ̀." He now said something. That was why I said, in everything we do, parents need to cooperate no matter what. He said, "Tó bá ti ń dá fọ́mọ yín tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, tọ́mọ yín bá ti dá sẹ̀wọ̀ ilé yín báyìí, tó ti ń lo mọ́tò tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ó lè máa gbọ́kadà."
Oh.
My daddy said that to the in-laws.
Why?
It just because my mommy was doing well than he was doing, so he felt ìyàwó òun lóra wo òun. So he felt automatically what happened between both of them
Will happen to you.
But I thank God for today that my husband is doing well.
No, wait. He told them
Yes.
on your wedding day that, okay,
Ọmọ yín bá ti ń lo mọ́tò tẹ́lẹ̀.
okay, for the sake of the people that don't understand Yoruba,
Yoruba.
so he said if your son has been doing well before,
Yes.
once she steps in, your son, that will be retrogression, your son will be riding a bike instead of a car. Yes. How? Who says that?
On your daughter's wedding.
On your daughter's wedding day. Why?
He's just looking for every avenue to get back at my mom, because somebody that has charm, everywhere he goes, like ìràwọ̀ omi ni mommy, ìràwọ̀ iná làwọn, like mommy star is water, his own is fire, so water will quench fire.
No, I understand. Okay, so that was his reason.
Yes.
He didn't know that before he got her pregnant?
He didn't know.
He didn't know before he had the first child,
He didn't know.
second, third, fourth, fifth. He didn't know.
He didn't know.
He didn't know me at you know.
Oh.
Okay.
But I just felt like
No, of course. So what were your in-laws' reactions? What were they saying? Were they not there?
They know him before because when they came for the mini introduction,
Oh.
they were already seeing Jean of Shinab, the ass snake, Hebu, I don't know what they call Hebu, and all rishi. As my mother-in-law stepped into it, she said, Jesus!
Oh.
She started screaming.
Now you are saying it now.
Yes.
So what you not say your mother-in-law should not slap you?
Exactly.
So it must have been that your husband insisted in getting married
My
to you.
husband fought for the marriage. He fought. He fought with his mother, left the house, he fought. In fact, it got to a point I had to take knife from my mom's side down to my dad's side. That if he doesn't allow this marriage, I will kill myself. Because there was one Instagram show they did like that we said it on the live. They were like, you know Yoruba film, I said, this one happened live and direct. That's for this particular show. We even won best couple that night. They said they used to feel Yoruba movie, used to think about that thing, that they don't know that it can happen in real life.
That what we do in the movies are frictions.
Yes.
But life is happening. So your husband fought that much?
He tried.
Okay, so what happened afterwards? How's the marriage going?
Well, I thank God. Because the person sitting there in front of you is not me. It's more like a shadow.
Why? What happened?
After the marriage, remember I said I love twins a lot. Anywhere I see them, I dance for them, I buy things for them. As God will have it, 2nd month after my wedding, I took him.
Okay.
And we went for a scan, and it was real that we're having twins.
Oh.
Yes. When people hear that I have twins, they'll be saying, they want to have twins. But you don't know that. When they found out I was having twins, they were like, they will still gum together and become one. Because they didn't believe that I was having twins. Fast forward to when I gave birth. I used HMO throughout. We didn't pay. So when I gave birth, we went back home. I used cesarean section. I was lying down when I came back. And she said, do you know that it is somebody that they curse that gives birth with CS?
Who said that?
My mother-in-law.
Ẹni tó máa ṣépè fún ló máa fi CS bímọ.
Babe.
Okay, please go ahead.
She said, my daughter that is married, she gave birth naturally. You're having twins, you give birth with CS, your firstborn, you can't see that you are cursed. I kept quiet. I didn't say anything. Because who will believe you? My husband was not at home. She was here for Omugo. So one day, I woke up late, being new to motherhood. She came to meet me.
Wait, what kind of orientation was that? What kind of belief was that? A woman that just had her babies and you're telling her that she's cursed because she had faces.
Like the Hebrew women.
Hebrew women. Okay, you gave birth like the Corinthian women. Okay.
So I was sleeping one day because it's not easy to be breastfeeding the two at once. So I was still trying to catch my sleep, and she came from sitting room to my room and gave me a serious beating at my back, and I did spinal.
You what?
I did spinal, elective CS. Spinal is when you are awake.
Yes. Oh.
Yes. It was so painful that since that day I've been nursing pains, serious pains. So
she eats you after that day that she said you were cursed?
Yes. She said I woke up late, that do I want to give the children dirty breast to suck?
Okay.
And it was just after 10 at that time. So I was like, but then I went to the bedroom, I took my baby. I told my husband. Another thing is, don't marry people that are so attached to mommies. My husband is a definition of
Mommy's boy.
yes, and he's extremely gentle. If you slap my husband, he will turn his other cheek that he should slap him. He expects me that as I'm gentle, I should be more gentle than this. But at times, he will push somebody to the wall.
I know.
I endured that as if that was not enough. I called the hairdresser. That was why I barbed my hair. I called the hairdresser to come and plait my hair for me. She finished plaiting my hair. I said, Ma, I will do you transfer. So I was like, my husband has called me that I should make semo for him. Let me quickly on water. With plaster in my stomach, everything. She sent me away from the house with the hairdresser. She said, shall I be a mama and Sharon?
Shall I be a mama and Sharon?
So because I've given birth, I should look haggard.
What is wrong with you making your hair?
I don't know. And it was just simple all back. I won't lie to you. It was simple all back. She sent me out of the house.
Out of your husband's house?
Yes, and she carried the twins with her. So, the other time called me, she said, Madam, are you sure you don't want to give birth to these children? I said, yes. She said, can you show me any proof? I now raised my top up. She now saw the plaster. She said, the way this woman treated you, it's as if you are a slave in this house. But my daddy taught us something that if somebody say, come here, you are foolish, continue going. He said, until the person drag your clothes and say, it is you I'm talking to, before you reply. I keep telling the son once in a while that this is what mommy is doing. He will say, my mommy cannot do that. Because she's a woman leader in the church. People that gives advice, this and that. So I kept quiet. Now, I started visiting hospitals. I don't have nurses at all. I have up to 12 home nurses.
12.
Because if one is on off duty and I'm in pains, I need somebody to come. So I need to be calling them one after who is not on duty, who is on night shift. At times pain will start 1 in the midnight. So I can't take diclofenac because I'm an ulcer patient. When I got to the hospital, they said I have to be taking pentabromate. You see this injection, if you take it for the first time, it will make you mad for like 5 minutes. It's as bad as that. The injection stopped working at a point. They said I should start using tramadol.
Talk to be, share your experience.
It was too powerful for me. The doctor now said, Madam, the way we are going to start taking morphine. Then my husband said, I can't allow her to take morphine. So I went back to pentabromate.
Because someone eats you?
They actually said when I was doing the spinal that they may have not noticed that the spinal injection damaged my nerve. So I stopped walking. I don't have a life of my own. To even buy pad, I have to ask my husband to give me money for pad. 0 naira, 0 kobo. I couldn't do anything. I stopped breastfeeding at 4 months. I was in and out of the hospital. It got to a point. if I want to take injection, I will tell them, I don't want this injection because it's very painful. The nurses will say, want me to take my injection, you oju temi go leg, but the nurse was not crying. So the doctor suggested that because I saw orthopedic, I saw neurosurgeon, and I'm currently seeing physiotherapist. They said do MRI, do everything. But I will use your platform to thank Instagram people. One day I joined their live and they were like, madam, she didn't call any BG, money Ben. They said, what are you doing in the hospital bed? I explained to them and they paid for my orthopedic, my neurosurgeon, physiotherapist and all that because there are some things that HMO does not cover. So I started nursing the pain. At least the children are 2 years old now and I'm still nursing the pain. So, and I'm somebody that actually likes celebrating my birthday. So I now told my husband, I said, even if it's slice cake, do for me. Because it's my work, so I like seeing cake around. My husband said, okay. I didn't know that she was at the door because we went to greet them in the house at their own place. She now said, the senior brother should call me. That one called me. You don't know that you're already turning to a liability. It's my brother's money you are chopping. And anybody seeing me, they will think I'm older than you. It's the injection. Because you will take the injection, you have to be sleeping. You cannot do anything. As I'm talking, I can't sweep. If I want to sweep, because I hate dirty place, I use mopping stick to sweep so that I don't have to bend down. They started saying, I'm cursed, you know. So the doctor now said, okay, maybe you should fly out of the country because there they will have better treatment. That there's even an injection that is not recognized here that they can give that will at least numb the pain, even if it has to be 1 year. At least numb it and I'll be fine. I now told my husband that Daddy is doing well. Let's call Daddy and
Which daddy?
his dad. If we can raise the money. Daddy said, no money, we'll keep praying for her. That same day, they bought a car of 4 million naira. I'm not even pissed because I kept quiet. I was not like, insult is coming. Everybody is insulting me. No money. And funny enough, maybe I'm just happy. I'll say, I send the Yabeji logo. I'll just put it on my status. The sister will come to my DM and say, why are you a beggar? And I say, it's just a funny joke that people post on their page. She now entered my DM one day. She said, if you don't want God to regret giving you those children, you will back one at that back that you are claiming that is paining you. You will carry the other one. You carry the other one at your back. Even if your husband is not at home, you carry bike to church. That's the way my mother trained me. I'm like, me that I'm sick, I should still back a baby at my back. So I blocked her. Because I don't want to insult anybody. So one day, the husband said, her husband, the junior sister's husband, that's my sister-in-law, called my husband and said, your wife needs to tender an unreserved apology to my wife. Because she called me later on and started insulting me. I now told her, I said, if you don't want me to drag your family, I don't mind going to Gist Lovers DM and they will drag your whole family. My husband said I should calm down because he knows that I'm a social media person. And I kept quiet. I now went, I forgot about everything. I kept quiet. Meanwhile, the MD of the hospital I was using said, I'm gradually going to depression. That my husband should avoid.
You getting into depression?
Yes. My BP started going to 212.
What?
Yes. I'm currently on amlodipine. I'm currently on pentampromate, a lot of drugs. So I went to the house. I feel like, okay, if Daddy cannot sponsor me abroad to go and treat myself, I know abroad is expensive, but if only me, I go and my husband is raising something. I know that injection yẹn máa pé. Just let me take that injection and come back to Nigeria. Èmi náà fẹ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ owó máa wọlé. The insult is too much. And I went to my father-in-law. I said, Daddy, I want to start business. Give me money. My father-in-law said, okay. There's no money now, but I'll see what I can do. The last born of their family now said, Daddy, I want to start business. Can you give me money? Daddy said, how much? She said 400,000. Right in my presence, Daddy gave her 400K. I now told my husband, why is everybody doing like this? He said, you can't compare yourself to them. You are not their biological child. Although you to me because I felt like these children are not carrying my surname. If I didn't get pregnant, I will not have all this pain. But I believe that what will be will be. So one day, the doctor said, now she's in full-blown depression. That if care is not taken, she can do what is not good. Meanwhile, this pentampromate is an addictive injection. But to the glory of God, I don't inject myself. In fact, nobody believes that I've taken that injection for 2 years. You see?
No. Jesus.
The injection burnt my vein outside. But if you tell people, it got to a point, because I used to post anytime I'm in the hospital, I post it on my page. It got to a point. I was like, anyhow, I want to get money for business. Midnight, I couldn't sleep. At times, I don't sleep for 1 week. I now joined one auntie's life. She was on the live and one of her friends, a male. Then I said, auntie, I want to enjoy life. I was not like, I said, I'll be happy if you could assist me to start a business. That auntie said, because of the twins, I'll give you 200,000. The next day, my husband said, I'm talking to a man on the live that my boyfriend can make. And I said, it's Instagram live. For the fact that you don't go on Instagram doesn't mean that.
Understand.
They removed me from Wi-Fi, data, everything. So anytime I now have small data, I go on that auntie's live. She'll say, if I ask her why she has not been following my life now, she'll say she's sick. I know that she's somebody that just want to have my money and unfollow me. You now look like a liar. So I just took my mind away from it.
So at this point, where are you right now?
I'm saying my husband's house, but I called for a meeting like 3 months ago. I called the pastors and all that. I think because they have small change, so the pastors are more like their loyalists. She said, my mother-in-law said she doesn't want the meeting inside the church, that we should come and do it in her house. My mom said, don't go to her house. Let them do that meeting in the church. The reason why I'm staying is because my husband is not a violent person. He used to tell me that just endure for a little while I get money and I send you abroad. He's really trying to make me go far away from the woman. He's trying.
Okay.
So I called the meeting and everybody said, Lara, shut up, you are lying. That woman cannot do that, this and that. They said, even with everything you have said, it is the junior that begs the adult.
So you begged her?
They said I should go to her house. On getting there, those pastors that said I was lying, one of them followed me. She said, this is the unfortunate girl. She's the greatest mistake anybody can ever make in life. I didn't say anything. Pastor said, Mommy, that's too much. By the time I got home, they didn't even bother to tell me to apologize again. By the time I got home, the pastor called me. He said, I will not, because of this matter, go to hellfire. He said, we all thought you were lying. He said, but this that I have seen, I believe you. He said, in fact, I know you are still hiding some things that you don't want to say. He said, for this, I am sorry. He said, I want to tell you something that if it were to be my own biological daughter, that they rained all this insult on. And she comes back to the house and tell me, Daddy, I didn't reply. I will disown her.
Okay. So, because of the people watching, because of time and all, I'd like to know the position that you are at the moment, where you are with your health, with everything happening to you.
Well, I believe by God's grace I'm getting better, because the pain is like every day before, but gradually it's reducing, at times 3 weeks, after a month, like that. But anytime the pain comes, it's always excruciating. So I do physio. I visit my physio regularly every Sunday. So they give me cream to massage the back. Then because of the pain, you can't sleep like that, so you have to use a lumbar corset. So this is the lumbar corset, and this is the MRI I did. So anyone that I think is just mainly a neurosurgeon that can actually interpret
this.
Yes, but from what I used to hear from my physio, he will say L1 is bad, L10 is bad. So basically it's just a degenerative disc. He said it's degenerating daily, like yes. So but the injection is to reduce pain. No? So at times, if I'm lucky, if I take injection today, I may take next tomorrow, or probably after 2 weeks, depending on how the pain comes.
So what do you want to do now?
Well, I have plans, but this health is always the barrier. So if I get a chance or the opportunity comes for me to travel, the first thing to be on my mind is my health first, because the doctor didn't specify the injection's name for me, but he said it's not approved in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So because the injection is really giving me so much, like now I don't have veins again. So God forbid that I even have a major sickness. They said they will have to set a general line for me here. So if I have any opportunity, I just want to go out of the country, sort my health, then business comes, because the thing is choking my husband. I won't lie to you. Swings are starting kg, the money, house rent and all that, and he still has to pay nurse. If I don't go to the hospital, you have to pay private nurse. So just for me to stop being a liability and start doing something, because I really hate asking. I hate asking, because insult comes indirect, because he's not a Yoruba person. The way we just throw words at you, you won't feel that you are hot. So I just pray that opportunity comes, I get to go, treat myself, get better, and come back and start something. And if God says I get better, I establish myself over there, God will help my husband to come. And my children first. I just need my sanity back. I really need it.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes.
I know it's a tough time, but they don't last. It's a phase. It has come, it's here, but it's going to go.
Amen.
Your better days are here.
Amen.
Your best days are ahead of you.
Amen.
By God's grace.
Amen.
So viewers, you have heard Olaoluwa Ketan's story. I feel so much pains inside of me why somebody is going through so much pain. And I would like to talk to parents. We need to watch it. The foundation of this whole problem, from what I can deduce, from what I've been able to get from her story, is actually from my parent, from my father. Who does that? And you think the parent family or the husband's family should like her? It's going to be difficult. If I'm in that shoes, I don't know what I'm going to do. Parent, please, let's be careful. Let's be careful. Let's watch it, because of our tomorrow, because of our children. Don't inflict pains on them, pains that will not go on time. God will help all of us. Till I come your way next week, by God's grace. My name is still Biola Adebayo Akinride. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Biola Adebayo Entertainment. Please share, likes, comment, subscribe, please, I beg you. Share this with other people so they can learn, other people can see our story. And please, if you're able to help her, if you're able to do anything, if you are sent by God to her, whatever you can do, please send a message. You can send a DM to me on Instagram. you can send a message to any of the numbers. There will be a number here or an email. Please reach out to us. Let's help her get out of this pain. May God help you till I come your way. Please don't forget to put God first in whatever you do. Stay focused, be determined, and God will help you. I'll see you next week by God's grace. Till then, be good.
Talk to B.
Talk to B.
Talk to B.
Talk to B.
Talk to be.
Talk to B.
Talk to B.
Talk to B.
Yeah, you have to talk to B.
Talk to be.
Talk to B.
Talk to B.
Talk to be. Share your experience.